Hey guys, I know it's been really long and I said I would be back this time last year, but now I think I'm going to be back for good. So I think we should get on with the video, yeah? Wearing a mask in lockdown, if you know what I mean, because now we started to go out a little bit, and yeah, you want to wear makeup. You've been sitting at home for so long. I mean, I want to wear makeup. I look at my dressing table every day and think about when I'm going to be able to put it on again. So yeah, this is just a normal get ready with me chit chat video with my hair looking like shit all the time as usual. बहुत ही गंदे लग रहे हैं मेरे बाल. So yeah, let's get started. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. So now with your hair back in place and my chashmas upar, let's start. I'm just gonna use a couple of products that I have been actually using for the past 8-9 months to go to work, to have like a subtle, natural yet kind of glamorousy. It's not very glamorous actually, but it's kind of just, it just gives you a little bit of a oomph factor, but it's all very natural, the makeup. And these are the products that I've been loving. Some of them are like very reasonable, like very, and they're just what, 2 products that are a little more pricey, but they are worth it. That is why I put them in there. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that, wow, पहली चीज़ ही गिरा दी मैंने, टूटा नहीं, thank God. हाँ. So the first thing that I've been loving a lot is the Wet n Wild sponge. This one, it is so good. I have the beauty blender and this, and somehow I find this much better to perform with. By the way, ignore the background. Forget about M&M and Harry Potter right there. Ignore. Yes, I love Harry Potter, and yes, do love M&M. Anyways, this sponge, it is so good that you don't need anything else. I have about like what, 11-12 sponges, and this is the one I gravitate to the most, provided having 3 beauty blenders in that. So this is a good one. So I'm going to start with my foundation. I am not priming because I'm not going out, because I'm in lockdown, and this is just a video that I'm making because you and I both know, let's just get things clear. अगर YouTubers को सच्ची में बाहर जाना होता और अपना मेकअप कर रहे होते वो लोग, तो मेरी फिल्म क्यों करते हैं? मेरे दिमाग में यही आता है हमेशा. Like that's what I always think about. Why will you film if you're planning to go out, right? So I'm not going out, I'm not gonna waste my primer, but if I was using a primer and I was going out, I would be using the Smashbox primer, and yeah, the Smashbox Silicone, the original primer. So yes, that's the one I'll be using. I've gone from many foundations to many foundations. I have Too Faced, Fenty, Bobbi Brown, so many others, but the good old Maybelline Fit Me is literally the best foundation if you want to get a decent amount of coverage and have a natural makeup look. And now it comes with a pump, so I love this. I've got 3 bottles in store. I bought them before the lockdown when I knew that everything was going to shut down, so that I know that I have extra. And my shade is 230. So I'm just gonna pump a little bit on my back. I take about 3.5 squats, and then I shall just simply dot it all around my skin. You know, you don't really need a full coverage foundation. Everybody's imperfection, like look at this, and that's okay. That's why we have concealer. And even if your imperfections show, that's just who you are. See, look at this. I think थोड़ा ज़्यादा foundation लगे as usual in every video of mine in the past. You know, I always blend silently. I don't really talk. You know, this crease of the nose is like the most important part. So this foundation is so lightweight on the skin, you don't feel it. And literally, you know, I work for 10 hours at night or day, whatever it is. And you know, it just doesn't come off. It just looks so good. I'm not going down my neck, but yeah, if you're going out and stuff and you're wearing something like this, do go down your neck. But you know, it just gives a nice amount of coverage, and it's just good enough for you to, like, you know, go to work or something, because you're not going to party, right? This is natural quarantine makeup. You don't want it to like come off on your mask, and my mask is anyways black, so it's always going to show. So now that I'm done foundationing, and if you see that I'm blending in this area the most, because this is the area that comes under the mask. I am blending up top also, but I want this area well blended enough so that it dries up on my skin pretty well, because this foundation really does stick to the skin very, very, very well. So now I'm just going to conceal a little bit, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand, 20 Sand, if you can see that. And I don't conceal that much. I'll just like dot a little bit here. Okay, that's a bit much. And just put it on the places that are needed. But yes, this area I like to conceal. And this one. And this one. And just a little bit over here. And that was just what, 1.5 dips. Just so that you know you have a little bit of a highlighted look. And I carry this concealer up top here. So I know nobody conceals like this, but I love concealing like this. It just covers up everything. I got concealer in my eye. What the hell? Yep, concealer in my eye. It looks so nice. This concealer is so good. I don't know why people gravitate towards buying 3,000-4,000 rupee concealers when they can just get this, and it is Maybelline Fit Me. You are brilliant. Powder I generally stick to only two, either the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder or the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I'm in again Sandstorm 004, and I've been using this for so many years. Not this particular one, but this powder for so many years. It's so good. So I'll just like dab it like this and just set my under eyes, because you know this is a powder with silicone in it, so it acts like a pore filler also, which even Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless does. Literally, it's on the name, poreless. So yeah, this does the same thing. So I'll just put powder on the places that I know that I get oily, because I have very oily skin. But thankfully that I have not been going out in the sun. Let me rephrase that. Thankfully, because I haven't been going out in the sun, my skin has become a little bit better, apart from these hormonal breakouts, which we all have. So once I powder, I just like to buff everything in. If there is excess foundation and powder, ouch, I just hit my eye. It'll come off with this. Especially around the nose, you need a good buffing, because the creases, things tend to collect in that. By things I mean foundation and makeup, not other things. Like other things, they collect inside. Why am I saying all this? Shh. Buff. Yeah, powdering done. And just after the powder, I just like to take the blender and again just go all over the skin, just so that we look a bit more, you know, like it's one slate. It's not layers. I don't like it to look like layers. I used to love layering my makeup. I used to just layer and layer and layer and layer and wear so much foundation and like full coverage foundation. Then I used to look like a cakey faced cake. But now things have changed. I have grown, and now I know what's good for me. So yes, the base is done. The bronzers I've been loving right now, and thank God it launched in India, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It is, oh, first of all, it smells lovely. It smells so good. It smells like, sometimes it smells like pineapple, sometimes it smells like coconut. Right now it smells like coconut. You know, sometimes I just go to my dressing table, open this and give it a little whiff. So this is the shade Deep Bronzer, the deep one. Now sadly there are only 3 shades, and deep, I mean it's not deep, but it suits my skin tone. But since this is an American brand, I think 3 shades is not enough. I mean, would this suit somebody with skin tone darker than mine? No. So yeah, this is such a nice, such a smooth, soft bronzer. You can kind of see it, but you can kind of not see it also, which is what I like about it. I don't like contouring, by the way, that's why I just bronze. I like bringing it up in my chin a little bit to make my chin look a little shorter. That's the only contouring I do. That was simple. It was a simple step. By the way, if you're wondering what brush I'm using, it's from Note Cosmetics, but the note is gone and also it broke, so I had to put tape on it. But whatever, this is a brilliant brush for blending bronzer. And it's actually a blush brush, but kiske cheeks itne bade hain? Tell me, kiske cheeks itne bade hain? So now moving on to blush. I have figured out that you don't need to spend a lot of money on something called blush, and I love the Sugar blush, which is in number 2 Pink Pinnacle. That's what it looks like. It's a nice shade. And this is the Wet n Wild brush, Wet n Wild blush brush, and no, it's not dirty, it just is pink from the top. And I just like dabbing it, and then dabbing, swiping, dabbing, swiping, dabbing, swiping, dabbing, swiping. I like it when it's over blushed, you know, because after a while blush fades away, and what's the point of it if it fades away? So I like putting a little more blush, and then I will take just the tiniest little bit and put it on my nose. Yes, now right now I look like Rudolph, but I do use a blender on all of it. So there's just like a little hint of pinkness on the nose, as you can see. Yeah. So now for eyes, I do only 2 things. I take my finger, I rub it in the blush, and all I do is this. See, we're trying to be as natural as possible. Like, we know that we have makeup on, but we don't want to overdo it. So that is all I do. And I match it with the same blush. You can use a different blush for that, but I always match it with the same blush that I've used on my cheeks to give it a more cohesive look. And I've been loving the color pink, guys. I've been loving the color pink for makeup. I just can't get over it. Like, I'm done with shimmers and golds and all that. I mean, that's good for an occasion, but pink looks so nice. It makes you look healthy. And your best tool ever. Just blend it out so it looks a bit more subtle and natural. I mean, not natural, you don't have pink eyelids, but yes. Now, I know I said it was a natural makeup look. Just a second, thumbs up break. Yeah, so as I was saying, I know this is a natural look, but I always highlight. I always do. I just find it to be one of the most needed products for me when it comes to my makeup. I just love the effect it gives, especially in daylight. So okay, so the highlighter that I'm using is Soft and Gentle, which is a MAC Soft and Gentle, and it is the shade C18. Soft and Gentle, I mean, it's just one shade, and this is about 3,800 4,000 rupees, between that 3,800 to 4,000. Oh, by the way, this one is, I think, over $1,000. It's on Nykaa. This one, everything I've used is on Nykaa, even this. So you find everything on Nykaa, even the brushes. So this is again the Wet n Wild highlighting brush. It's a tapered brush. If you can see, you can see better over here. So it has the perfect bristles for highlight. So Soft and Gentle is such a good baked highlighter. It is soft and it is gentle and it is so gorgeous. Like if you blend it out, it's everything, literally everything. So I'm just going to take a little bit, dust it off, and you can see highlighter flying everywhere. And see, it just gives you this nice subtle glow on the side, and it just looks so beautiful. And the same thing here. And you can't see here so well because sunlight is hitting my face here. And where else I like to put it is my chin. So you know, you can see that in the sun. A bit above my eyebrow. Because you know what happens is when you start sweating and the oils start coming out, this entire picture becomes one painting. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like separate parts like blush, highlighter, bronzer, whatever. So when that happens, the highlighter kind of liquefies or oilifies or mixes with your oils, and it just looks so good. And just take a little blender over this. Now there's one thing I do sometimes, which is just go above this blushy eyeshadow slash blush thing with a bit of a highlight. And yes, I do, but I'm done highlighting over. The only other eye thing that I do, which is mascara, which is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in Black is Black. This is the waterproof version of it. I don't use kajal or eyeliner anymore because I think it makes my eyes look smaller. Actually, eyeliner and kajal do make your eyes look smaller. It is the same concept. If you're wearing black clothes, it makes you look much slimmer or much smaller than your actual size. Is because light doesn't reflect off it, so it makes things look smaller. That is my physics explanation. Yeah. So that's why I just stick to mascara. I like good lashes. Now this bottle is almost khali, but it does have enough to give me exactly what I want. And I like spider lashes, you know, so I won't do that much, just a bit, and a bit at the bottom. And I tend to like it only on the sides because I do wear glasses, so itna pata nahi chalta agar zyada karo to. Eyebrows. One thing I discovered was this Etude House drawing eyebrow. I mean the Etude House pencil, and this is in the shade. I hope we have the shade here somewhere. Nope. I think I just picked up the darkest one available. Not the darkest, like the second last darkest. So yeah, it does have a good spoolie. And I don't know where my eyebrows have gone. I think they've gone on vacation or they are hiding because of the lockdown. They're in lockdown themselves. But थोड़े गायब से हो गए हैं मेरे eyebrows. So I just like don't fill them up to the point that it looks like, oh my god, this is the eyebrows kar rahe hai, there's something fake. Just fill them up to the point that just look a little bit fuller. No, that makes so much of a difference. Just like to brush them out to disperse the pigment. Now see, this eyebrow is looking much darker than this one because sunlight is hitting my face. But if I turn to this side, you'll see this one looking also dark. So yeah, it is not that I have applied more product here, it's just that the sunlight is ruining the product here, or rather making it look like it's less. Basically this is it. The only thing that's left is lips. So the lipstick that I am in love with, okay, and this I got free, but I think it's still available. It's a L'Oreal Le Matte in the shade something 102. She's so matte. This color, I have only this much left, and it was this long. I mean, just look at the color. This shade is absolutely gorgeous, and then I just tried to take my finger, kinda take off the excess, and that is it. I know you must be thinking, she comes back after 1 year and just makes a small little makeup video. Well, it's not just about that. So 6 months ago, I don't think any one of us would have thought that this would have happened to us or the world. And a lot of people that I've met, come across, and myself have personally gone through a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, you know, the loss of relationships with friends or people who are your significant others. And I just want to let you know, things change, things get better, it'll get better. If you think right now nothing's happening, people have lost their jobs, you know, there are fortunate few, and I consider myself to be one of them who still has one. Things will get better. So behind every dark cloud there is a silver lining. I know that's a cliche, but I found my silver lining and I can see mine. So that's why I want to let people who are there, you know, out there, who are upset or depressed or not able to fathom the situation or come under, you know, not come under, what am I saying? What's wrong with me? You know, who aren't able to cope with what's happening. It will get okay. And there's always someone to talk to. Talking to somebody is the best thing you can do right now. If you blend your foundation well enough, will catch it still. But who cares, right? I'll leave my social media handles down below. Please like, share, subscribe, and also put on the bell notification icon if you want to see me again. And I'll be posting every Saturday or Sunday, depending on which day I can get to film. And my hair looks really weird right now, so don't mind it. And you're also very close in my face, and don't mind that either. Now I'm gonna say bye because I need to go. And I think you've seen enough of this boring video.